Motherfuckers just need to grow up and heal. They just need to grow up and heal. My spirit team just painted this picture to me, right? That there are people who have been enabling and or if not enabling, they just been totally in the dark about who has really been in their sphere of, you know, their support system or, their friendships and, you know, social circles and whatnot. It's like some people, it's like, okay, it's kind of like that song Erica Badu. Uh, what's that song where she talks about picking her friends like she picked her fruit and her elder or her ancestor taught her how to do that and why that's important. They say you are the company you keep and things like that. So my spirit team just painted this picture to me of how some people will eventually come to a point on their journey in life where they will realize just what quality of company they were really keeping in their life and how that reflects back who they are on a core level and or a surface level. So I was just tickled because my spirit team was painting this out to me and they're like, you know, there are people who will come to the point of realization of just how poor quality they've been surrounding themselves with people who the only thing they had in common with these people was just superficiality, superficial, surface level vanity, things that is very fleeting and temporary. Like they didn't really have anything on a soul core level in common with these people. And so to get them to realize this, the universe will send someone who they do share very similar core values, um, core interests, or things in common on a soul level with them to point out the differences in the people that they've chose and who they chose to be loyal to over the years, who they chose to, you know what I'm saying, enable over the years or make excuses for that only reflect back to them that the only thing that held their bond or their connection or that solidified their relationship was just something that was an illusion or something that was very temporary and fleeting and didn't really hold much weight. And it was just, superficial or vanity. So my spirit team was showing me all this. And it's quite interesting because I have gone through this myself on my journey, like a lot of us have, and a lot more who will eventually. But yeah, it's just very interesting and very it's very funny how my spirit team communicates to me and how they point things out and illustrate things in my mind's eye. Um, but yeah, so it's like there are gonna be there are gonna be people who are gonna come to a point on their journey where they realize that the types of people who they chose were poor quality on a core level. It's just, it just is what it is. And it's a life learning lesson. It's a spiritual lesson. And it's very necessary for us to get where we are trying to go, where we want to go in life. But yeah, so it's just, and there's going to come a point potentially if, depending on how much damage was done by these unhealed, insecure, and fearful and hateful individuals. It just depends on how much havoc and hell that they created just because, they rejected change or rejected growth or rejected whoever it is that they were so attached to and addicted to and was holding on so tightly to, uh, preventing them from seeing or just preventing them from cutting them off or preventing them from being open to new opportunities that the universe was presenting to them. Universe could have presented to them a new opportunity potentially of a new friendship connection or, something or another via a new person, and a new person that they just so happen reflects back to them who they actually are on a core level. So they have something in common on a soulful level. And, they might have some differences on a surface level, but surface level is not really all that important. And we learn that in life as we gain wisdom gems through life, you know. True wealth is in the wisdom that we acquire through life. It's not in the gems that we dress ourselves as we go to jewelers and things to buy all these shiny things. But, some of us take a lot longer for us to realize that. Some not so much. Some of us learn very fast and some of us are kind of slow. And it's okay, you know. Um, there's no two alike like a snowflake, right? We are all uniquely different. But in those differences, we are very compatible and very connected to another who are our actual reflection on a core level. Because whoever we are and whoever that person is on an alchemical level, however, divine source creator designed them and created them uniquely, their own unique snowflake like pattern within themselves is unique to them and makes them unique. I know I keep saying that word a lot, but you get what I'm saying. Hopefully. Um and so here we are. So many will come to a point on their journey where they will learn this life lesson and spiritual lesson. And some learn it at the last minute, and some learn it sooner than others. Um, but yeah, as long as it's not about so much the timing. I mean, sometimes it is depending on what was divinely meant to occur and happen for those involved. But even still, there's the silver lining will always be there. That what matters most is that you get the lesson, that you get the wisdom to continue propelling you and moving you forward. But yeah, my spirit team is very interesting how they present things to me, and reinforce things and show me things. It's very interesting. But yeah, so I just wanted to share this with you all, family, and encourage you to continue to move on, move forward, and never stop learning and never stop evolving. And don't close yourself off to opportunities for growth. Growth is all around us, growth is inevitable, and growth has and change has a way uh, of still getting us on board even when we have tried to deny it and run from it for however long. So yeah, hopefully after that it'll will begin to become more easier of going with the flow of change and growth rather than fighting against it, because it cannot look so great when we do that. We can cause more damage and more harm than than uh than intended. But yeah, I thought this was something that needed to be shared. So yeah, so yeah, anybody who feels that they might need to face the music of owning up to their poor decision making or their poor choosing or their poor choosing of people in their life because they chose based off of um, less valuable means, uh, you know I mean, you can't really apologize for something like that. It's like, okay, I apologize for my evil ass friends' behaviors, or my my family members, or whoever. I apologize for their jealousy, their envy, their hatred, their insecurities, and their fears of losing me to a new friendship or a new connection or a new opportunity of some kind. I mean, just really think about that. You having to apologize for somebody else's poor behavior and their poor thinking and their poor emotional processing. I mean, mm, I mean, I guess that's appreciated, but I mean, they're responsible for their own growth and, you know, transformation, you know. And some people, that's who they've always were, and that's all who they will ever be, But then for others, it could be a little bit more hope for others to actually grow and change once they really see beyond their shadow at that glimpse of light within the shadow of just how ugly their behavior, their thought process, their belief systems, and their insecurities and their fears and their ego really are. But I don't know. I mean, I guess an apology or an acknowledgement is a good place to start things, you know. But then we also have to acknowledge our own involvement too, you know, in whatever hell and havoc and drama that was caused from the experience, because we have to be accountable for what we've allowed, what we knew, what we didn't know, um, what was going on, We have to be 1,000% honest. The universe is only going to allow us to be 100% transparent and honest moving forward. But then see, that's what happens when you give people dirty deals, dirty contracts, when you involve people in your messy ass life, because you have messy ass people that who you've been making excuses for, or who you've been enabling. You've been somewhat familiar of their traits, their character, their behaviors, their addictions, their mentality, their patterns, lifestyle choices, etc., etc. Everything that makes them who they are. And you guys have bonded and connected some way or some form on some common denominator level. And whatever that level is to you, you have to decide, okay, am I going to grow from this level, or am I going to stay here and only be able to attract people like the ones in my current sphere? Or am I going to evolve and grow and mature, regardless of the fact if they choose to grow or evolve from the level they're at? Because whatever person or persons was sent to you to reveal to you and reflect to you what your potential could be, and the potential that you possess on the inside of you, because they've actually have evolved and grown to a level that reflects to you who you are at a core level, and not your immature, unevolved, unhealed aspect of self. They don't look like anybody in your current sphere of familiarity, of your social circle and family and friends, in your current environment, emotional environment, and support system. They don't reflect that because they have graduated beyond those levels already. So when the universe sends you somebody who is a graduated, ascended soul, who is beyond a certain level of emotional intelligence and awareness, that's a gift. That's an opportunity. That is also your test to see if you're going to G up, if you will, if you're going to tap into your energy, the God within you, or you're going to stay this little hurt child, hurt little girl, or hurt little boy who's still traumatized from what mommy and daddy did, said, or didn't do, or was there or was not there, etc., or whatnot, however the story played out for you. Or are you going to evolve and grow from those pains and wounds and level up and G up, or not? Because God calls us at very ample times, in very specific, particular times of our lives. And I can recall a time when God called me, and I damn sure went on ahead and answered. And no, it was not easy, because I did too have to face the uglies within myself. Okay, and I had to look around me at the people who reflected back those ugly parts of me, because they too were hurting and unhealed and unevolved and not operating in their G self, not their godly self. They were operating out of their wounded, hurt, inner child, traumatized child self. And so when you're called to answer, being called and tested, or whether or not you're going to answer to growth and maturity and your divinity, okay, it's usually going to come from a cataclysmic or catalytic uh, type of experience or change that's going to come through a person, okay? Because these godly, aka love and loving experiences, come through people, just like the anti-love or the anti-godly energies and experiences are manifested through people too who embody these energies. But, you know, we all learn different and we all learn at a different pace. So we just respect each other's journey and respect each other's pace and space, you know. Um, but yeah, my spirit team, I'm very appreciative on how they brought this to my attention and how I was intuitively and divinely guided and inspired to share this and present this with you all. And I find it very, very interesting and intriguing because I am a student of life and I do observe life as well at the same time, simultaneously, that I'm experiencing life. So, and I share my observations and my lessons and experiences with you all, you know, um, because it's my way of giving back that which was given to me. So you just kind of keep it going, keep it going forward. So um, this is my appreciation and gratitude for how the universe and how far the Most High has brought me on my journey. So yeah, but I hope this brought some awareness and opened you all to some some aha moments. Um, I wish you all the very best on your journeys and continue to be the most healed, highest versions of you and alchemize your best selves for your best life. And I hope you make the best and highest choices on your journey for your best and highest good. Moving forward. All right, fellow alchemists, continue to alchemize and transmute and do whatever it is that you're being called and led to do that's being placed on your heart. And until next time, peace, bliss, love, and light.